something that's going to happen to people that you just don't understand. Sit behind this desk. Oh, we made a whole hell of a mess. I think Vegas called us a couple of times. They said, how did you know that we would destroy you on the field like that?
I still am proud of that plus 650. Jalen Hurts first touchdown score on the Super Bowl. You know the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year.
Did I put off 500, baby? Let's go. I put $5,000. 1, 2, 3 skeletons. The bones in my closet. I'm wearing them on my hand. You know what it is. I bought a brand new pinky ring and I got rid of the old thing. Okay, but this year, I swear, we're coming to you with new episodes and new comedians and all this other cuts to let you know something. We have a doctor in the building, and yes, the ER had to be called. George Clooney couldn't answer the bell, but we got. That's right. We got Trey's anatomy coming at you. He's gonna dissect all the top 5 picks. You heard it right. And along with Mr. Al Sharpton, he's definitely going to be bringing things to the pulpit of picks. It's going to happen. And don't forget, you got a problem. I think the segue we're going to have is B-Shark versus the bots.
That's right, baby.
The human machine that I call the computer. He wants to take on the AI intelligence.
That's right. Gonna pick against AI. We're gonna go head to head for 3 games that we disagree on. T-Shark.
You're gonna have
keep
to
score all year. So
watch the Shark team. Watch out because that guy's kind of tricky. I tell you right now, you facing shark bots. It ain't gonna look too pretty.
I'm gonna wipe the floor.
Well, we will soon see. Because in this year's pick, in first week, and I told you, I'm T-Shark, and this is my bro, B-Shark.
Baby.
Yeah, you know what time it is. We came to lay it down. But let's put those frowns upside down and put a smile on your face like the Joker, the clown. It's going down. Week 1, what do I hear? What do I see? What? Thursday night.
Let's go.
What a delight. I'm him. Believe that. It's the Philadelphia Eagles sitting at home. They just smoking cigars. Welcome. Thank you, Super Bowl champions. You finally got that monkey off your back. They said you was a 2nd-round draft pick. Hurts. Now you made them feel the hurt like your last name says it. Because it's the Philadelphia Super Bowl champions with the minus 8.5 to stay alive. What? Against who? Doesn't even matter. It's the Cowgirls. It's the Cowboys coming on in to the Philadelphia and they flapping their little. No, they ain't got nothing to flap. They was running a trap and they gave number 11 a knack and put him out in Green Bay pasture. Mr. Parsons, I hope you get your revenge and seek with all that money you got, bring the heat. But in this fight, Mr. Prescott, I'm not going to press you not. Because this Prescott mess is an under in the passing yards. I don't even believe he's even got 1 iota of coming back out of the Toyota. It's not going to work. But Mr. Hurts, they spotting him 212, I heard, for the passing yards. Well, you can go right ahead and believe it. That he's going to go for the over in the passing yards. Now, the Dallas Cowboys, you got some problems in your team, internal, external, and every way. You're getting put out the pasture. But in this game, that 8.5 in preseason of September, I'm him. And I don't believe, and I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys to cover the dang spread because I don't believe you. Dak Prescott is tearing up Eagles all day, every day. It's going to happen. But the storyline is Vegas wants to see a little trimmer inside the Super Bowl champions' heart. B, who you got?
Reverend, we need to do an exorcism immediately. Come on now.
It's only points.
No, I get it.
They ain't
You're
gonna
right.
win.
Listen, this is, and you're right. Like, if you look back last year, the first 4 weeks for the Philadelphia Eagles did not look pretty. But let us not forget, in Brazil on foreign turf against a much better Green Bay Packer team, these Philadelphia Eagles, without A.J. Brown, came up and put a 30-burger on that and got out with a win. So I'm expecting big things from this offense. You got a new offensive coordinator, says he wants to go down the field a little bit more. Maybe Saquon, maybe he stops at 1,800 yards this year because they want to fuel that passing attack a little bit. And listen, like mathematically speaking, T-Shark, I get it. 8.5 points, that is a lot of points. And Dak Prescott, winning record against the Philadelphia Eagles. You got a few new players out there and new spots on the defense with the Eagles' new systems. So it isn't going to be pretty all the time. I do like the matchup of Quinyon Mitchell on their top receiver, CeeDee Lamb. George Pickens against Adoree Jackson. He's going to be matched up most of the time. Yeah, you know what? We'll see how it goes there in Dallas. But they also have new coach, new systems, new offense, new everything down there. And they don't got the players. They're demoralized. Listen, I hate that I liked the Netflix documentary. I really did. I love that, John. Great. Brought me back a little bit to some of the pain I felt as an Eagles fan during those times. But guess what? This is now the Philadelphia Eagles time. And even if things don't go smoothly out the gate, we're going to give it right to Saquon Barkley. Right to Saquon Barkley, and you already know what's going to happen when that happens. So I'm going to take the Eagles to cover this. I'm going to take the Eagles to put up 31 points to a possible 20 on Dallas. I'm also going to use these Eagles as the first leg of a teaser bet, taking them down to 2.5, and I'll give you the other half of that real soon. But man, I don't like any part of this Dallas team, T-Shark, none of it.
Well, let me tell you, it's going to be some type of trials and tribulations. This is the Super Bowl champions, and every team is going to give them the best that they got. And 8.5 coming out in the first game of preseason gives me a reason not to believe in that. But
just look at the Dallas secondary, and you'll realize why these games.
I know, but that 8.5 is just like eating me alive. I think there's a type of trick that they try to pull on us. I see you, Vegas.
Head to head, first
week. I see you, but that's okay because now we're going to move on to Friday night. And they said the Friday night, the lights are so bright, it makes you feel like you're in heaven. But let's get down to hell. It's going down on Friday night because it's the Chargers and the Chiefs. Who do you believe isn't going to happen? Well, the Chiefs are away. Guess what? The Chargers are away. This is supposed to be a home game for the Chargers? What's going on? The setup for under, 50 average team not winning more than half their games, and they on the road over here in Brazil. São Paulo, Brazil. Hey, Paul Gasol, what's up? It's going down no matter how you look at it. But it's the Chargers with a -3 that looks like they're going to just let it be. It doesn't even seem that this should even be on the schedule for a Friday night special under the lights. I mean, you're going to have to look at this like, you know what? I watched the first quarter and it was over. Because there's going to be revenge and redemption that I'm telling you now. Andy Reid been chewing on straw for the last 3 months. And watching that dang highlight film, and they putting their own lifeline. They got the Kansas City Chiefs that woulda, coulda, shoulda been video, and they got the Eagles beating they behind. Man, I would have edited all that out. I would have fired the editor. And in this case, everybody's fired. Andy Reid, you're hired. B, who you got?
Hey man, you know me, I never love betting anything on those Chargers, and especially, I'm going to call them the Fraudgers this year.
There you go, the Fraudgers.
These guys, there's so much hype every single year around Justin Herbert. Boy, he made like one playoff game and got absolutely boat raced in that game the Chargers did. Listen, man, are the Chiefs really only 3 points better? I mean, I know the Chiefs play close games. Like, historically speaking, you look back all last year, they were winning these one-score games, these last-second field goals. And look, I'm going to take the Chiefs to cover the 3 on this. You know Andy Reid coming off a bye when he's got a little extra week to do some study. You know he comes off with a winning record, man. He's had the whole offseason, like he said, chewing on some straw. Can't believe we got absolutely embarrassed in the Super Bowl. It was 40-6 with 3 minutes left. Andy did not like that. He's ready to come out. So listen, I think you're going to see, I want you to look at it in terms of prop bets too. I want you to look at Pacheco catching the ball out of the backfield a little bit. I like Worthy for a touchdown in this game. But man, like, relax with the Justin Herbert stuff and the Chargers and Jim Harbaugh and all this, man. This is a home game for the Chargers. Nope. Chiefs are going to take this 27-20.
Hey, look, just for your own information, FYI, take Justin Herbert for the under in the passing yards because he sucks.
But he spins the ball so well.
Oh, well, it used to look pretty, but it didn't get you to the New York City. So no one gives a damn when it gets to the nitty-gritty.
He's got great hair.
But let me tell you now, we got this next episode. Oh, my B, I cannot wait for everybody to see this on the Sharkmoney Show. It's going to be a beautiful thing. I would like to introduce to you the one, the only, and I mean B, versus the bots.
B-Shark versus the bots, baby. Here we go. These are my picks. 3 games against AI ChatGPT.
I can't believe it, but he's going to show you.
Woo! All right, welcome to week 1 of B-Shark versus the bots, courtesy the Sharkmoney Show. Each week I will face off against SharkGPT over here. 3 picks to see if ChatGPT's AI is more intelligent than me. Doubtful. All right, let's get on with it. Okay, SharkGPT, starting off, we have the Cardinals at the Saints. The Saints are at home getting 4.5. What say you?
Alert. Spread inflation detected. Kyler Murray has covered only 2 of his last 9 games as a favorite. New Orleans defense at home allows fewer than 18 points per game. Saints rookie quarterback Spencer Rattler provides various upside. But select Saints plus 4.5.
All right, you're talking about your rookie Spencer Rattler. Not exactly a rookie, played 6 games last year. 0-6 record, 1,317 yards, only 4 touchdowns and 5 picks. On the other side, Kyler Murray, not an impressive record at 8-9, but still close to 4,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and a disruptive playmaker with 572 yards on the ground. He averaged over 7 yards per carry last year. And you know what? The Saints defense last year ranked 27th in yards per play given up. Give me those Cardinals to cover that 4.5, SharkGPT. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about a divisional matchup. The Bengals on the road opening day against those Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns at home getting 5.5 points, SharkGPT. What do you say?
Division 1 underdog trend record. Since 2002, underdog is more than a field goal cover 59% of Week 1 divisional games. Cleveland defense generates top 5 pressure rate. Joe Burrow opens season slow, but select Browns plus 5.5.
Oh man, I'm gonna sink my teeth into this shark robot over here in week 1. Listen, the Bengals are hyper-focused this year on getting a quick start. It showed when they were playing their starters throughout the preseason, knocking the dust off. Joe Burrow and the #1 passing attack of last year is going to be on a mission here in Cleveland. They're going to scheme away from Myles Garrett. I'm not worried about it. And man, come on, SharkGPT. You're going to bank on a 40-year-old quarterback. I love Joe Flacco just like everyone else, but he's hit the tender age of 40. And we all know if your name's not Tom Brady and you hit that magic 4-0, it's not a pretty sight. I expect the Bengals to come out strong on week 1 and destroy the Browns in their home opener. And away we go. On to game 3, we have the Raiders coming into New England. Kind of a revamped New England Patriots. The Patriots here, they are 2.5-point home favorites. What say you, SharkGPT?
Patriots post-Brady era remains inconsistent. 1-4 against the spread in recent openers. Raiders passing attack with Brock Bowers presents matchup edge. Model projects near coin flip. Market provides 3 points. But select Raiders plus 2.5.
I don't know, you're kind of hating on those post-Brady Patriots. I know it hasn't been pretty, but Drake May coming back at the helm here. They've got Stephon Diggs now as their #1 receiver. And listen, the biggest issue with the Patriots last year was their offensive line. And under Vrabel this year, they have completely revamped the O-line. Drake may not be running for his life as much as he was last year. You know, and I feel like this new look offensive line is going to have something to prove out there. Don't get me wrong, Max Crosby is still going to be a menace. You might want to consider that prop bet of a Drake May over in rushing. But listen, I'm going to take those Patriots to get out of there by a field goal. So they're going to cover that 2.5-point home spread and start the season off 1-0. And that concludes the first week of Big Shark versus the Bots. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll review the picks next week and get on with week 2.
You are going down this year, B-Shark.
Whoa, now that's kind of brave and bold. I mean, this guy's taking on sharks like orca, I mean, did you see the shark head on that guy?
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness,
Scary.
you brave. I don't know how they beamed you underwater into the middle of Atlantis.
Crazy technology here in season 6.
Well, now I know you're a time traveler and a water traveler. I'm going to call you Big Aquaman. That's what you are. But in this next pick, I'm drowning. And I mean, you're going to be literally drowning in gush. Because there's a city, there's a town, there's a borough in every state you go around. It's Mr. JoJo Burrow himself. The Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, they're flying on in. Should I say creeping on in, blending on in with a minus 5.5. There goes that double nickel again. Oh my, I hate double nickels. Last year they gave him a double nickel against the Cleveland Browns and some dumb stuff went down. But now the man breathes fire when he sees the whole empire. He knows he can make it this year. He sees the advantage. Ravens ain't gonna do it, are they? No. Joe Burrow's ain't gonna do it. And guess what? He's bringing his whole chase with him. I mean, his city card, his bank card, Chase Manhattan. He's gonna be going. Take Chase for the touchdown. Please put him on your card because it's gonna happen. It's not gonna be that hard. But for the Browns, Wacko Flacco, you're just a joke. Listen, you had your heyday. You won your one Super Bowl on a fluke against Denver and you made it there. Okay, Denver didn't cover the guy. He didn't cover the guy. Well, guess what? This time, everybody's covered. And you ain't going to be getting no type of passes. Take the under for Flacco in the passing department. His old behind is 40 years old, blowing dust off his nose. This guy ain't even got snot. Okay? He ain't wet, he's dry. So I want you to understand why. You're going to see a blowout of biblical proportions. Moses, where are you? B, who you get?
Yeah, spot on, T-Shark. Spot on, my man. You know, listen, University Delaware's finest, 18th season in the league, Joe Flacco, man. Listen, let's just say the Cleveland Browns don't exactly have a great history when it comes to the quarterback position. I mean, we got to go back. Where we got to go? Like Bernie Kosar?
Oh, that's the best one that ever did it.
Man, the last one, not such good press. And, you know, now you draft 2 quarterbacks this year, and neither one can make the field. And in lieu of Joe Flacco. So, on the other side of this, you got the Cincinnati Bengals. Point of emphasis this year is fast start. They've been 0-2 for the last 3 or 4 seasons to start off. They start themselves in a hole every year, and it costs them greatly in terms of playoffs, in terms of home field, and all that. So point of emphasis this year in Cincinnati, and it was evidenced in the preseason when they brought out all the ones against the Philadelphia Eagles. They went down the field 2 drives and scored 2 touchdowns with that, and they were just absolutely cooking that backup defense in the process. So I like the Bengals to be a little more progressed in terms of their preparedness to play football than a lot of the NFL, who has backed off in the what we used to call the preseason. Now we call the first 4 weeks of the NFL regular season the preseason. So, but I feel like the Bengals are gonna be a little far ahead of that. And again, point of emphasis in Cincinnati: fast start. We got to get after it. Myles Garrett's going to have great stats, but in the end, this is going to be at least a couple touchdown difference here in this game. Give me the Bengals to cover.
Well, I like the way how you sway that right on back because we're down with the Bengals because they got all the angles and they don't need Kurt in it. You understand? If you watch WWF, you know what I'm talking about. But any old way, let's just get it straight. As I fix my hat in the brim, as I stare in your eyes and look at you on this next pick, my goodness, can I say, this shall be a reprieve in the land of Frozen. It's the Green Bay Packers sitting at home like they resting like they can get it like a dime a dozen. But it's not going to happen. Wins are hard to get. And guess who's coming? Somebody who's licking their teeth because they love beef. Somebody that looks at little animals and say, you're not worth my time. But somebody that looks like a Packer, I like to chomp into that big block of cheese. It's the Lions that's going to come out growling. It's the Lions that's looking like they be a favorite. No, it's not. It's the Packers with the minus 2.5. Let me give you an education. That quarter against this lovely day type of dude is not going to stand the test of time. Only a minus 2.5 goes good with teams that are actually in the top tier playoffs. Okay? If you made the championship, you gonna get a 2.5. I'ma take that all day. If you didn't make the dang playoffs, I'm not going to mess with you. If you barely snuck in, that 2.5 just don't work. And guess who's going to get hurt? And Love is going to get you. And Love take the under for his passing yards for Green Bay because the Lions are on their way. No longer shall ever be that Green Bay automatically gets a win just because they're home. You're going to feel every bit of that lion stroke on your back, and every claw and every creep. Every cavity shall be defeated, and everything you need shall get defeated as well. Take the Lions, and I mean, I am still him, because I ain't lying. B, who you got?
I love it, Mufasa. I'm right there with you, man. These 2.5 points. So first off, let me just get right to it. I gave it the Eagles down to 2.5 on the first leg of a teaser. On the second leg of that teaser, we're going to give the Lions 8.5 points and pair that up. And now, word of caution on the teasers, the sportsbook, because we have been absolutely crushing the teaser bets on the 6-point exchange here. Now, the books are taking them, a lot of them are taking from -120 to -135. So just be aware of that. You may not want to bet as many teasers as we used to bet, but we're still going to play some, and this is definitely one. Because I'll tell you what, I like the Lions to cover with the 2.5 points. All the Packers been in the press. All the expectations now on Green Bay. You traded for the best defensive player in the league. Okay, you got him. Now it's time. Now it's your time. So all of a sudden, the expectations is ramped up in Green Bay, and they got a lot of question marks out there. Meanwhile, Simba sitting at home like, you forgot about me? You forgot about us? What? Now listen, Jared Goff historically not a great performer at Lambeau Field, but I like Jahmyr Gibbs, man. I like that boy. I like David Montgomery, his little 1-2 punch. I think this is a very basic. We are going to establish the line of scrimmage in Detroit on both sides of the ball. We're going to get everybody going. We're going to run the rock on the road. So I expect it to be kind of close, but you know what? If this game's really a coin flip, give me the points. I'm absolutely all over the Lions this game in Green Bay.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. When you come together like that, when we just put it 2 and 2 together, that this -2.5 is junk. You understand? That's why you're tuned in to the numero uno shark betting show of them all. It's the Sharkmoney Show. I'm your host, T-Shark, with my co-host.
T-Shark!
Yeah, 6. I tell you, we're coming through it. But in our next pick, how could I? Fee-fi-fo-fo.
Let's see.
There's a giant standing amongst us. And who could be the outcome? It's Mr. Russell Flick Wilson that is the little man giant. The guy who has the giant impact that he can turn the Giants around. Well, the Giants are coming into the wait a minute. They do have some command. The Commandos in Washington, D.C. are waiting for you with a -6. And when you see this -6, and believe you me, this is the sophomore jinx year. You ain't gonna be looking kind of crazy right now. It's looking like there's full of surprises on the Giants end. We don't know if Winston or Wilson is going to be playing. This jack-in-the-box type of pick, we have no idea. But take Russell Wilson for the under in the passing yards. I don't believe he's going to be up and down with Mr. Neighbors. Because Mr. Neighbors, this is going to be a whole nother game. You second rate if you don't know your fate. This is the Washington Commanders with a very good defense. With a -6, it looks like it makes the best sense. But hold up, Mr. J.D. Daniels, the guy with the gunslinger, take him for the over in the passing yards, because he's going to slice and dice with so much precise. You're going to have to get your red beans and rice. Take the Commanders with the -6, because I ain't fooled, and I'm full of it all day. B, who you got?
This is a tough call for me. I'm not gonna lie here. I've been on the fence about this one, back and forth and back and forth. So this is not one I'm gonna play too heavy. But we're on the Sharkmoney Show, so we gotta take a side here, right? I'm not gonna lie. I like the Giants with the points there, T-Shark.
I know. I hear you.
This is kind of a new energy up there in New York. Things look like they're having a good time. They're bonding as a team. You know, this is sort of a galvanizing. This is a really good early season measuring stick against a team like the Commanders, not going to be firing on all cylinders in week 1, right? It ain't going to be like they were toward the end of last season. They've got some new cast of characters. Got Debo in there, so you have to get creative with him. They got Eckler in there. Now, McLaurin spent a lot of the offseason negotiating a contract, finally got his. So, but that said, I cannot. Until I see something, I cannot side with the Giants.
There you
So I'm going to come back. As I said, I've been teetering. if I'm going to play this, I'm going to put a little bit of beer money on the Commanders to cover those 6 points at home, to get it done, to get people involved. I actually like little safety play, little Austin Eckler over in receptions out of the backfield. I think he's at 4.5.
I like that.
So, just like nice little safe passes to get Jaden Daniels established out there. I think McLaurin's going to get in the end zone too in terms of another little prop bet. But on that spread, man, I feel like Giants going to keep this close. They got a new look defense. They got some, Abdul Carter out there now who's going to be, new to deal with in terms of the Commanders line. So they're definitely going to have the work cut out for them there. But I think they get out by a touchdown.
Oh my, it's going to happen. We agree again because you Commanders are going to have to command, and hopefully the sophomore jinx won't be there. Hopefully Mr. McDaniels or Daniels or JD, Jack Daniels, whatever Daniels will get you all, float your boat. Hopefully he can get you over that. But in our next segment, my gosh, I feel something coming on.
Blessings.
I feel the blessings. And the blessings say, oh, my goodness, how you have blessed thee.
Let's go out.
That is Mr. Al Sharpton with his picks. And believe you me, everybody, you better listen up and pay attention. Can I get away? All right. Welcome to the Sharkmoney Show. I'm Brother Al Sharpton. I'm here to bless you what I know. As we enter Season 6, Week 1 of the Sharkmoney Show, as we enter into the gates of the NFL, I'm going to give you these 3 blessings. Blessing number 1. We start with the Patriots versus the Raiders. Now we know the Patriots, stars make them better, but we need to steal this money. That's why we are going with the Raiders. Say, can I get a win? Number 2 blessing. We're going with the Steelers and the Jets. Like I said, we stealing money now. Going in with the Steelers. Can I get a win? That's number 2. Number 3. I said you gotta get your bucks. So we going with the Buccaneers against the Falcons. We ain't want no dirty birds. We want our bucks. I said, when that happens, we gonna say, can I get what? Win! All right. Well, Al, my goodness, you definitely gave a blessing on those picks.
Can I get a win?
I mean, this guy's going to be eating it up, tearing it up. Thank you, Al, for everything that you have brought to the Sharkmoney Show.
Cheers.
Me and B appreciate you very much.
We just live in your world.
That's all it is. But in our next pick, oh me, oh my, what do I see inside my eye? A little twinkle and a twinkle little star. It's the Texans, the Houston dirty dirtbag Texans coming out, flying on into the Rams. And I mean the Rams can scram for all I give a. It is what it is. You understand? But the Texans are looking kind of mean right now. They spotting the Rams -3 at home. Are you out your ever-loving picking mind? That is weirdo. If you believe, then you believe. But a -3, let me tell you, with the Rams against a defense that the Texans have, whoo, defense starts the game and they finish the game. If you got a good defense, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. And right in this game, the Rams are looking like they about to get straight up robbed and herded right into the gully of the Gulf. It's going down. Take the Houston Texans, and I mean, make no mistake, this is just a straight up bet. Straight up bet. Add it to your card. All the other stuff, will Shroud get what he's supposed to get? Will CJS get what he wants to get? That's up in the air. That's too much air right there. But Mr. Stratford, take the under for him in the passing yards. That's a guarantee. I look for everything I can get out this game, and the only thing I can squeeze out this game is that Mr. Stratford will need a staff, and he's going to have to get a whole bit of other else out his back and try to stand up straight and deliver that ball. So you know it's under for everything, for everything. B, who you get?
I'm going to set the prop bet line at 1.5 for Matt Stafford back spasms during this football game because my man, 40 years old, bad back.
Ooh.
And so what does this mean? And this line is very interesting. I don't like playing 3-point lines all the time. If I had to do that, I'd probably take Texans plus the points, but I'm not even playing that. I'm going to play the under. I'm going to play the under. I do not expect a lot of scoring in this game. And you already called it, T-Shark. This Houston Texan defense, this is their identity as a team. They got to get it back on track offensively there. Yeah. So C.J. Stroud's got to have a comeback here. I feel like this young man will. He's got a little more experience in the game now, knows what to expect. And I think the Texans offense could get rolling, but you know what? There's going to be some limitations there. No Joe Mixon right now, and all that, right? So, but on the other side, like what we saw out of the Rams defense, they're kind of young and feisty last year. These Rams got a little bit of a defense. You got an aging Matt Stafford with a bad back. Now, if I'm the coach, am I dropping that guy back in 30, 40 times? Heck no, man. I'm running the football, so I expect the Rams to try and establish the line of scrimmage, run the ball a lot. This clock's going to be moving. Let me run into the teeth of a real nice defense. And the Texans, while they're trying to get it back together, hey, that Rams defense, they look pretty good to me last year. So I'm going to assume like things are going to kind of pick up where they left off. I'm going to assume a low-scoring game. Take the under in this game, man. I kind of like this like 17-13 style.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be kind of low-scoring any old which way. But let's just not get it misunderstood. When I'm telling you now, it's the cream of the crop and you can't stop on this next game. My goodness. It comes down to this. Sunday night football. And I mean, look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's the Ravens. And not a dang thing changed. This is a problem. The Ravens come flying on in to the Buffalo Billy Bills. And they got Mr. Sharp Allen Wrench back there messing things up. He should be in the Super Bowl already. They changed the rules for you already. With the minus 1.5, they favoring the Buffalo Bills to come sit at home. And you know what I told you about that 1.5? Let me roll up my sleeve so y'all can believe that I can achieve. This is what it is. A 1.5 with a home team with this above average, meaning another above average team. The only thing you can do is go to the running game. And the running game is something that both these teams sort of, the one is better. Ravens got a better running game. But the other guy, Mr. Cook, we're going to watch him cook. Is he not on this team?
Yeah,
he dang sure did a good job last year. I'm not going to underestimate that. But I'm going to give my edge and my hat with the plus. You want to spot the Ravens plus? You insulting the man that's already mad for 3 years straight? He should have been in the Super Bowl. Lamar, the star you are. The Reading Rainbow says you are as well. And let's say this, I will never mispronunciate or under-enunciate who you are. You are just who you are. And you understand what I'm saying. Take the Ravens for the upset in the preseason of September. Throw it to the wall, see if it sticks. B, who you got?
I got Lamar. I got Derrick Henry. I got Mark Andrews coming back. This Ravens team, the interesting thing is, they don't make it very deep into the playoffs, but like statistically, when you look at them in the regular season, these guys are statistically, like in terms of like yards per play that they gain, particularly on the offense, man, this is a machine. This is a machine, and they're getting points on the road. Listen, Josh Allen, love him. The Bills' offense can cook, but listen, they've had some changes there, so they're going to have to iron some things out. And, to me, when you're making lines for these games, you always attribute, 1.5 to the home field, right? You got a home field advantage. You got a good crowd up in Buffalo, so there's, a little bit getting tacked on for that. But, all that's telling me is, they feel like the Ravens and Bills are pretty much even up. So, and even up football teams, give me the points. Every single time, I'm going to take the points. So I'm going to take the Ravens to get out of here with the win. I think it's probably a Ravens money line, but give me the 1.5 in case it comes down to that final, that final extra point kind of thing. I'll take the 1.5 on this one, and I just expect a little bit more out of the Ravens on the road here to, again, establish that run, play that traditional, hard-nosed football, get out with a narrow win.
Well, I'm telling you now, Buffalo Bills, if you don't win the game, I feel for you. I really do, because the homecoming queen ain't going to show up when you're losing games at home.
The Bills will be there in the end. I'm just not sure about the beginning. That is my stance.
Well, I just made an appointment, and I'm telling you now, when this appointment goes down, it's over these picks because the doctor is in. When I tell you, Dr. Bombay all the way, Trey Anatomy is coming up with his 5 dissecting picks.
His surgical 5.
Surgical 5, yes indeed. Doctor!
What's going on, Sharkmoney fans? This is Dr. Trey, and I'm going to work on diagnosing week 1 of NFL football for you. So to start, this is my surgical 5 parlay. We're going to doctor together some lines. We're going to make you some money for this week. First off, we got the Philadelphia Eagles hosting your Dallas Cowboys. 8.5 is a pretty strong line, but the Eagles are not losing this football game. Give me Eagles minus 2.5 on the alternate spread. Second, we got the Washington Commanders coming off a very strong season against your New York Giants. Giants, still not good enough. Jackson Dart holds some promise for the future. However, give me Commanders minus 2.5 on the alternate spread. Next game, we got your Arizona Cardinals against the New Orleans Saints. Saints and Spencer Rattler, not good enough. Give me Arizona again on the money line. Fourth game of your parlay. The Browns facing the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow coming back off of kind of a weak season. You know, they didn't get to where they wanted to go. Give me Bengals under money line that game. Last leg, Matthew Stafford, 4 years old, aching back, probably spine issues. He'll be in my office next week. Give me your Houston Texans plus 7.5 in a close game. Thank you.
Whoa, Trey's anatomy is so dangerous. You give it just like it is, but what was that in his hand? What was
I don't know. I think it was that penicillin.
Oh,
I need it.
that
Week 1, I'm on
Long.
I'm out here questionable. I'm out here playing, but I was questionable this morning on the injury report.
Boy, I tell you, anybody go to him for injury report, they coming out fine. The next second, they go, that needle will touch everything. Touch your spirit, your soul, and the Holy Ghost. They just hit everything. That's how long that thing was. But let's just get this straight. We're going to need a doctor and an ambulance in this next pick. Because this Monday night, all the skeletons in the closet are coming out. And I mean, they're going to have to come running out. Because the secrets in this game, it's going to look not in theory. It's going to look in factual. Because it's the Vikings with the yo-ho-ho, but they killed that and go, Skull! Flying on into their neighborly friend. A Viking versus who? Khalid, the great Khalid. It is the Chicago Bears. And I mean, the Bears don't care why they got furry hair, but it's the minus 1.5 that's going to give them skinned alive. It's the Vikings that's getting that. You understand? They're spotting the Vikings with, who do we have? Mr. McCarthy? Who the heck is JJ? Who's JJ McCarthy? Put the money on JJ McCarthy to win this game? Well, guess what, JJ? I'm going to put money on you, but it ain't going to be for that. It's going to be for the under and the passing yards. You can damn sure believe that JJ McCarthy is not going to light nothing up. I'm telling you right now, unless he's going to be on Little House on the Prairie, playing in the weeds or something like that. That dang last name don't mean nothing to me. But let's get it straight. The Bears, that's looking like they can upset things. They could do new things. They could take Khalid and make him greater than great. Well, the only thing that he's got over Mr. McCarthy is that he got his behind kicked all last year, and Mr. McCarthy might get his behind kicked this year. But the saving grace and the golden lining against the Vikings is that they have a decent defense, that they can make it hard for you, that they can do something to you and make you scream. Well, a minus 1.5 going to the Vikings that never had a chance to stay alive last year, trash. Why? I don't even see this game. But I will tell you this. Take the Minnesota Vikings because I like them a lot. I gotta say, it's Monday night. The doctor's gonna commit surgery and cut up the field and give you some and give you some. And then at the end, we're looking for donations. Who's gonna win? B, who you got?
Hey, I thought we had a 6-game run where we agreed on every pick for 6. We came in, little disagreement in the beginning, little disagreement going out. I'm going to take the home team, the home dog, the Bears on a Monday night in Chicago. It's going to be a rowdy crowd. It's going to be tough to hear. They're going to make life all kind of living hell out there for J.J. McCarthy in his rookie debut with a raucous Chicago crowd going at it. and a new coach there in Chicago in Ben Johnson, which I think was much needed. This upgrade is going to change things a little bit for your boy Khalib. I feel like he'll get a little quicker start, though. I don't think it's going to be pretty. Don't get it twisted here. I don't think the Bears are going to turn into some kind of juggernaut. But I think getting rid of Sam Darnold is really going to impact this Minnesota offense in ways that, especially in the beginning of the season, it's not going to look sweet. It's not going to look so great. So I expect the Vikings to get in trouble on the road here, and the Bears do everything they can to hang on in this game. But I'm seeing these Bears getting out of here, coming 1-0 with a win under their new coach, new system. But I'm just not that scared of the Vikings this year, particularly on the road. So we're gonna find out. But there's our grade 8 this week.
Well, look at here. You're not gonna escape it like that, because there's something else that I must have to say. After looking over the charts of all the picks, last year I was giving you the Thou Wow picks, and I had to do what I had to do, and I will follow up right after tell you. I kept you in suspense and suspended animation. Because on this one, it's the 5,000. No, make it 100,000. I would never bet nothing. I want 500,000. You know what it is? Let me slide on over here. Wow. As I go ahead and make the real Thou Wow pick, put it on your mind and lose your brain. But in my final pick, it's going to be the Packers against the Lions. Take the Lions for the 100,000. Wow. Oh, it's getting out of here. Wow. You can dang sure believe all my millionaires and billionaires and everybody who's got a trick up their sleeve. Take the Lions with the minus 2.5 that's going to Green Bay. Insulting, revolting. Take it all day. The money's going to happen.
I love it.
Big, you know what time it is.
I'm on board.
Because it's going to happen.
You had me nervous there. I thought you were going to put it on the Vikings.
No,
I was like, whoa,
are you crazy?
Wait.
I don't even know who McCarthy is.
Yeah, all right.
John Boy, come get your son.
It is what it is. A little too tight or something. I don't know, man.
But let's get it straight. You're going to love it. I'm glad you tuned in to the numero uno shark betting show of them all. It's the Sharkmoney Show. We like to thank y'all. Like and subscribe and share. Right down here, you know what it is. I still am him, because the pigs keep coming to the top of the brim. I'm telling you now, I need oxygen. I can't breathe. I'm with it so much. But until next week, in week 2 of this disaster, my goodness, the preseason extended. We'll see you then. It's the Sharkmoney Show.